What is up, everybody? Elijah here from Hoosier Pulls. Thank you so much for joining me on the channel. If you're new, welcome. I am super excited today because we are ripping and reviewing the brand new Upper Deck Fleer Brilliance Superman. This is such a cool looking set. This is the GameStop exclusive blaster. There are two other retail exclusive blasters that you can buy, the Walmart and the Target, both of which have different parallels. So I'm really excited to get into this. Also, I wanted to give a huge shout out to my channel members. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. If you want to know how you can support this channel, click the Become a Member link in the description. Without further ado, let's get into it. All right, everybody, here we go. I actually forgot to hit record on my phone, but I didn't open any of the packs. I just opened the blaster box. Here we go. It says, discover the world of Metropolis. Here are the odds if you want to pause it. The Illuminators and Powered by the Sun are two of the rare chase cards that we're looking for. Here are the exclusive yellow parallels. Like I said, this is the GameStop version. There is also the Walmart and Target, which you're going to get blue and red parallels for that. I'm really excited for this set because, like I was saying before I hit record, this set is perfectly timed. It's coming off of the huge box office success of the new Superman film by James Gunn. I absolutely loved it. Let me know what you guys thought of the film without giving any spoilers for people who haven't seen it still. I absolutely loved it, and I'm not a huge Superman fan, but I left the theater very happy. We have Ursa. Here is the base design, and every single card is in a rainbow foil. Here is the back. It is a 90 card base set, so it's kind of nice. There's nothing super, not like a 300 card base set in there. We have Bizarro. I believe this is the yellow parallel, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, this is the yellow. It says right there, which that is really, really nice to have. We're just going to set that to the side. We have the Superman Revenge Squad, which these fall like 1 in 3 packs. So those are cool. Features all of, not all of, but, unique Superman villains throughout the years. And then we have Ultraman, which is, this is cool. These cards are really cool. I dig the yellow exclusive. Let me know if you guys even heard of this release or are planning to pick this up. I believe they are still available on GameStop's website. This is Bibbo Bibowski. Here is Steve Lombard. This is our yellow, so we might get a yellow per pack, which is pretty nice. We have classic covers, and these are one like every other pack. Superman, The Secret Years, number 4. We have Crypto. That is one of the best cards that you can hit. Just base, but like I said, this is a super fun set, and it's not super expensive. I believe I paid $24.99 for each of these blaster boxes. And like I said, if you're new to the channel, I am a huge comic book fan. Not specifically Superman in the past, but huge comic book fan. We have Power Girl. Here is Superman. This is the younger version, I believe. Okay, so this is Kong Keenan. He's the replacement Superman after Clark Kent dies. Here is classic covers, Man of Steel 112. Here's Mr. Miracle and Lex Luthor. But yeah, I've grown up reading comic books. I love comic books. I'm currently reading the Jason Aaron Ninja Turtle series, which is fantastic. I'm reading Battle Beast by Robert Kirkman and Ryan Ottley. And I'm also reading, here is Silver Banshee in the yellow. I'm also reading Crypto's origin story from All In, and that's been really cool. This is Action Comics. This recently sold, a comic book sold of Action Comics number 1 for like 2.5 million or something crazy. So one of the most iconic, if not the most iconic cover of all time. But these cards are cool. They're really fun. Here we have Ultra Humanite. And some of these are really crazy comic book characters that have shown up. Here's Starchild and Red Sun. That's a cool one to have in a parallel. We have classic covers. Action Comics number 583. And here is the blue X-Ray is going to be out of $9.99 of Saturn Girl. And we have Lois Lane right there. So there we go. $9.04 out of $9.99. Now, I always use the card shells pre-cut sleeves. They have the pre-cut corners, so you're not going to catch the edges of cards like this, which is really nice. I've caught the edges of cards before and have nicked them and damaged them on accident, so having sleeves that are pre-cut, you don't have to worry about it. So you could head over to Card Shells, use my code to get a percentage off of your order. Here's Steppenwolf, Power Girl in the yellow. We have classic covers, Superman Annual, 1985. We have Bibbo Babowski, and this is the Red Heat Vision out of 1938. So there we go. We got 2 numbered cards out of 1 blaster box. I'm having a blast. This is a super fun release. The Bibbo Babowski character looks like, it reminds me of Popeye. Classic. He's in quite a few of the DC animated movies. Those are really good. I really enjoy those. We have Steel. Here is Ursa in the yellow. We have Mongol from the Revenge Squad. I like the inserts too. The inserts are nice. Ron Traup and Metron. And I apologize if I say any of the names wrong. Like I said, I'm not incredibly well versed in the Superman universe, but I'm learning. Here's Brainiac, one of the most iconic Superman villains. Here is Gangbuster in the yellow. The yellows look really good. We have the Silver Banshee from the Revenge Squad. Here is Steel, who graces the pack art, and Calabac. So, one blaster was super fun. We got the Crypto, we got the Saturn Girl, Blue X-Ray, and then the Red Heat Vision of Bibbo Babowski. So we have another blaster box here. Hoping to hit one of those. I have the odds sheet and some of the chase inserts right up here. So the Powered by the Sun Illuminators, and then there's Son of Krypton, which is a super difficult hit, but those look pretty cool. Again, thank you so much for joining me. Like I said, let me know what you think of this product. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. I truly appreciate it. We got Livewire. Here is Cosmic Boy in the yellow. Here's Action Comics 252. And this would probably be a pretty easy set to put together. There's Granny Goodness, King Shark. That's going to be a PC character for me. There's only 90 cards in the base set. I believe it's like 15 of the classic covers. So this would be a fun set to put together. We have Cat Grant. Here is Superman Blue in the yellow parallel. That one's pretty cool. Here is All-Star Superman number 1 from 2006. Bruno Mannheim and Superman. So this is one of the few cards that Superman has in the regular set. He is featured, I think, in 6 different characters. So there's like 6 different cards of Superman total in this set. It's a crazy looking one. Solaris. Here is Lois Lane in the gold or yellow. We have Superman number 15 in the classic covers. Clark Kent, that's a good one. And Cyborg Superman, which that one's cool too. This is fun. The cards aren't like a chrome stock or anything like that, but the quality seems pretty solid. We have Darkseid, another one of the best villains of all time. We have Ron Traup. Here is Lobo. He is cool. World of Metropolis, Lex Luthor. I believe this is a tougher hit. This one is cool. Lobo He's a cool character. He's going to be played by Jason Momoa. There's Marilyn Moon Knight and World of Metropolis. I'm going to see what the odds are for this card. All right, so this World of Metropolis, Lex Luthor, is 1 in 80 packs. So definitely a tougher hit. It's pretty cool. It looks cool, and it's textured on the surface of the card as well. So I like the variation that you get within this set. We have General Zod. That is some sick artwork there. The heat vision is firing up. Here's Metron in the yellow. Classic covers. Superman 75. That's cool. The Death of Superman. It's one of the most iconic comic series of all time. Eradicator and Valzad. All right, 3 packs left. Let's see if we can. I'm assuming we're probably going to hit another numbered card. It seems like you get at least 1 numbered card coming out of these blaster boxes. We have Titano. We have Steel in the yellow. That looks really good. Here is Superman, the Wedding Album. Here is Lorzod in the Heat Vision. So this one's going to be numbered. And then Superboy Prime. So we have Lorzod numbered out of 1938. Let me know what you think of the parallels. I think they look pretty cool. I think they could have done probably a little bit better job with making them really, crazy and extreme looking, especially with a name like Red Heat Vision. It's not bad. It's just not, I don't think it's my favorite. The red is not my favorite. The blue, I think the blue looks pretty good. The Saturn girl there is pretty cool. We have Dan Turpin. Here is Calabac in the yellow. Here is Darkseid and the Revenge Squad insert. Here's Supergirl and Maxima. All right, last pack. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Again, if you haven't already, please consider smashing that like button. It really does help me out, helps the channel to grow. Saturn Girl base. We have Orion in the yellow. Looks like a Transformer character. We have Superman 154. That's a cool one. And then lastly, we have Mr. Miracle and Lex Luthor. All right, so out of 2 blaster boxes, we got 2 of the Red Heat Visions, numbered to 1938. We got 1 of the Blue X-Ray to $9.99, and then a World of Metropolis short print. So I think these are really fun. I might have to pick up some of the Walmart and Target exclusives just to see what the blues and reds look like, and maybe get a shot at pulling one of those super short prints again. As always, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. I truly appreciate you. We're going to keep growing, keep making videos, and until next time, we'll see you later.